Here we go. Good afternoon, you happy gamers. Happy lunch to you. This is Yesterday at Lunch. I'm your host, Braz. Yesterday at Lunch is where we get the opportunity to talk about yesterday's gaming news, maybe even some tech news, while you guys eat lunch. I've made it a point not to eat lunch during Yesterday at Lunch, but you can definitely continue to eat your lunch or brunch or dinner. I don't know where you're at. Whatever you're at, whatever time zone you're in, eat a meal. But join the chat. Let me know what you're eating. Let me know what you're having for lunch. Let me know what news you may have heard that we can discuss together on Yesterday at Lunch. I see Melissa Marie Phoenix is in the chat. She says, Braz, what's up? What's up back to you? I appreciate you always joining us for lunch and having lunch with me while I talk about gaming news. Before I get into the news, because I do expect Doc Hawkman will be in quite shortly, so I will share some news stories with him. But I do want to let everyone know, if you're local, today is the day. Tickets registration has opened for Ground Zero, our first fighting championship tournament here at One Life to Play Gaming and Esports Lounge. This goes down April 28th, 2018. It's bound to be epic. We got some really great announcements already lined up. We're going to be revealing those, in a staggered way. We don't want to just give you all the news and inundate you with just good news on good news on good news, but you will hear some trickling down of some good news of what we're preparing for this fighting game championship series. It's called Ground Zeroes. It will be featuring 4 titles. We'll be doing Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. We'll be doing Dragon Ball Fighter Z. We'll be doing Injustice 2, as well as Tekken 7. So it's bound to be great. The official tournament operators of One Life to Play, Outer Haven Esports, is doing a great job getting the word out, getting everything together, everything lined up that is going to make this tournament the first major tournament at One Life to Play Gaming in Esports Lounge, the best ever. So if you are interested in registering, early bird registration starts today. You can get an entry for as little as $10 today. Get yourself prepared to fight in the Ground Zero tournament. You can check out smash.gg/GZ for more information or to purchase your tickets, or always find Outer Haven OH over on Facebook, or just follow us on Facebook too, One Life to Play, and head over to One Life to Play Gaming. Second piece of news, beta registrations open for the gaming lounge itself. This will be taking place in February. Times and dates are to be announced, but in February we'll be inviting beta users to come into the lounge, stress test our system, play some games, have some fun. We'll have some food here and there, kind of to hang out, meet the community, meet us, see what we're doing at One Life to Play Gaming Esports Lounge, and hopefully you can help us spread the word. But definitely the thing about it is, during the stress test, making sure all of our network, all of our systems, our stations, and everything is in line as we prepare for our grand opening. If you're interested in signing up for the beta, it is free, but we are taking a limited number of beta users. So you can head over to onelifetoplay.com/beta and sign up. And if you're selected, you will be getting an email back from us later this month with more information on how you can get in and help us out and stress test this gaming center, this epic gaming center. So that's it for updates. That's it for housekeeping. I do want to say I've been playing some more PubG. I did get a chance to play some PubG. I told you it would be updates of PubG every day, all day, all of 2018. We're gonna lay it down. So if PubG doesn't show up in the news, you can be sure I'm talking PubG. I'm gonna give my updates and everything like that. Doc Hawkman is in the house. He's gonna grab a seat here. Get his bag off and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to turn your mic up. I think your mic number 3. 3. What? Are you sitting in your traditional seat? I set your camera up on. Now I set your camera up on your traditional seat, so you're number 3. But you guys can see, yeah, there's the overhead camera. Doc Hawkman's just popped in. But back to what I was talking about. PubG, of course. PubG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It has taken over my life. I freaking love this game. It's not that intense for me anymore. I don't feel like my heart isn't racing, except did you hear? I got number 2.
I heard you were like 1 away from some chicken dinner. You went hungry that night.
That was intense right there. But now I've been playing, and I kind of feel like, okay, I can keep my cool and just approach the game as like it's just a spectator sport almost. I'm just kind of roaming around. I'm playing my own game. Oh, somebody popped up in my game. Let me shoot you. Or you shoot me.
Why don't you guys just like shake hands and maybe like, plan like a dinner date later?
I think somebody.
Why don't you share the chicken dinner with someone else instead of shooting everybody?
His volume's good. Yeah, he's good. Why do I do what?
Why do you shoot him? Why don't you just like ask him to have like maybe share the chicken dinner with you?
No, see,
why can't you guys share?
Nobody can share it. I don't play duos yet. I have not tried duo. I've only played it's single. It's solo. It's up to me or that guy. But I'm not gonna let him win. Just there's no sharing of a chicken dinner. It's only a 2-piece.
Brad Solo.
Brad Solo. Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome. I should change my name. I should make a whole new game with name.
And then Disney will make a movie about you.
No one wants to make a movie about me.
I'd make a movie about you, but I'm not Disney.
You're not Disney?
No, I've been trying.
I don't think I would want my movie to be made by Disney, though. I think I'll go with like Lionsgate. They make super dramatic titles.
Screen Gems?
I need my movie to be like Dunkirk.
Actually, yeah, Lionsgate is pretty good. They make like real edgy stuff.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I need my movie to be like Dunkirk. Like at the end, I need you to cry for Brad Solo. No, just cry for me. You think it was? You thought Dunkirk was boring? I
did not like Dunkirk.
Wow.
It was not like Batman: The Dark Knight.
You didn't cry?
So I felt like that movie was definitely lacking.
Nah, I thought it was good. But yeah, for PUBG, my latest escapade. I don't know if I've shared this with you, but every time I play PUBG, I come up with a different story.
Okay.
So the last time, just so you know, I was a soccer player who had to get to my match, except my plane was taking a nosedive. So instead of flying out or going down with the plane, I decided to jump out.
So it's a good thing they had parachutes on that plane for you.
Yeah. So they gave me some parachutes.
I still have yet to be on a plane with actual parachutes.
Unbeknownst to me, there were 99 fans of the rival team on the same plane. So when I jumped out, they all jumped out after me.
Dude.
And they wanted to stop me from getting to the match. They were all gunning for me, and I just had to make it.
They wanted to be the one singing "Ole, ole, ole, ole."
Unfortunately, in that match, I died, but there were only 15 opponents fans left.
So you disgraced your country.
But I wiped out about 74 of their fans. So I think I did good.
Okay, hold on. You didn't wipe out 74 of their fans. They killed each other.
They killed each other. Right. And the fans of that other team, man, they're kind of crazy. Like they're just killing each other just to get after me.
This story was great for a second. You're like, I am one person against 99 other people who are trying to stop you from getting to a soccer match. I killed 74 of them.
Why can't it go down like that?
And I'm very angry. If you went 1 in 74, I'm pretty sure that might be the greatest video game of all time.
It should totally have gone down like that, though.
But for real,
it would have been 1 in 70. It would have been 74 and 1, and that's the thing about PUBG is that 1 doesn't even fucking matter.
No, it doesn't.
When you lose, you lose. You don't count that as just I missed.
Yep. Yeah. It's like I'll just get him next time. It's like that was a failure.
But speaking of sharing chicken dinner, I think there was one point where like we both landed and we had nothing. So I'm trying to box him. I got a couple of those. No, I got a couple of those in where
really?
Like I boxed out a dude that had a shotgun. I'm just jumping around him and killed him.
Wow.
Picked up his shotgun and ran. But I think this one guy I was trying to box him and he wouldn't like fight back. He was just like walking around me, running around. I think he was trying to tell me like, dude, let's work together. But I'm not having that. And in the game where you can't talk to me,
because he's gonna turn on you.
Yeah, you're gonna turn on me. It's gonna be like. He's gonna wait until like top 50 and just turn on me. And if you're not talking to me either,
you're dead.
I don't know when you're gonna turn on me.
Right.
So yeah, there's gonna be none of this.
I'll tell
Like
you
I'll
what, though,
share the
that sets
chicken
up
dinner.
a good narrative though. Like you meet somebody and you guys are like, you know what? I know it's us versus or you and me versus everyone else, but like let's work together, man. And then in the back of your mind, you're like, yeah, let's do it. But you're like, no. No. I'm gonna find a way to take you out at some point, dude. I don't trust you.
And if you're thinking
Trust
that,
no one. PubG, trust no one. That's
if
what
you're
it should
thinking
have
that,
been
I'm sure everyone is thinking that. So yeah, trust no one in solo.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. You know what? I wouldn't even trust anyone in duo. Like I don't know if
they can kill you, but I mean, you gotta play with friends.
that's what I'm saying. In duo, is it friendly fire too?
I think so.
So you just turn on
I
somebody?
think you can definitely shoot your friend. Oh, I've definitely shot my friends before. Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's sweet. So have you played PUBG on PC?
Yes.
Okay, I think Double OP is playing on PC as well.
Most likely, yeah.
You guys have to get it on Xbox. It's actually better than
I
they
don't
say.
think so. I don't think you could ever convince me otherwise. And
Okay.
it doesn't matter. I won't even play the game anyway. I'm not very good at it, so I hate it.
But you'll get good at it. You'll know what to do.
Well,
and I really
that's
do.
That's like me trying to tell you to be like, dude, you should probably play Dark Souls. And you're like, the game's too hard. I'd be like, you'll get good at it. Just keep playing.
But that's a different sort of game.
Is it though?
Yeah, I guess it's not. You know what? You know why Dark Souls is actually a different game for me when I approach it that way to say that you will get good at it. Is that okay? Like with Dark Souls, you can get multiple hits and then you end up dying.
Yeah.
But you can just try it again.
Mm-hmm.
When you try again in PUBG, everything fucking changes. It's not like you're trying again.
That's why it's loot for 20 minutes, die. Loot for 20 minutes, die. Loot for 20 minutes, die.
But that's part of the game. That's
Oh,
so
God,
fun
I
and it's
just
beautiful
hate
to
it.
look
It's
at.
So, I wish the game had like instead of everyone being like, "Oh, here's level 1, level 2, level 3 armor guns and attachments," it was like you found a special gun if you like just got lucky, and I think that'd be really cool.
I wish. What my only thing is
That's why I
that
like the Fortnite version.
I wish that there were things that you found in a match, like the special items that they will put out there and say, "All right, you found these cargo pants or these combat pants and they have a star next to them or something,
like
and you can keep them." No, I don't want any attribute.
Oh,
that would just make the game whack to get plus.
necessarily.
Nah, I don't want it. That's what I really do like about it.
Now,
It's
if you could
really
pay
an
for it and
equal
get it in
playing
loot
field.
crates, it'd be whack. However,
You do have to
because
buy
in-game-
these loot. You have to buy these loot crates, and I didn't realize.
Well, you buy them with in-game currency. Yeah.
Because you just want to not level up. You want to customize your character.
That's all it is. It's all cosmetic.
What sucks about that is that when you buy one, I didn't realize this until I bought one and never paid attention, and then I went and bought another one. They start at 700 BP battle points, right?
Yeah.
After you buy one, I think the counter resets in a day. I don't think it resets for the playthrough, but every day it resets. But every time you buy one within that day, the price goes up for each subsequent one. And I didn't realize.
I think that's really dumb and kind of stupid. Like it takes like 20 matches to even get your first one.
Not if you're good.
I don't think so.
If you make number 2, at number 2 I got like 891 BP.
I
killed like 3
maybe they
people.
ramped it up because originally when the game first came out, you were like even max at winning, you'd get like maybe like 100.
I think you're right. I think that was an update on Xbox One and it might have been updated on 1.0 on PC.
And I'm glad they did that.
I think
because
I did read that.
All you're getting is just clothing. Like I was so depressed. I mean, I played the game until I unlocked my first loot crate, and I opened it up and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get like some clown hair and maybe like a pair of sunglasses.
I thought I would get something sweet too.
I got something sweet. I got a white shirt and a pair of brown pants and like a red shirt. And
you got multiple things?
I got like 2 or 3 things. That was it.
I've only gotten one thing out of each crate.
That's how they get you.
I've only got one thing.
That's how they get you.
But that's what I'm saying. It would be really interesting if you're on a map in a match and you find like these combat pants and it was just like you get to keep those. Those are the shit. You get to keep those.
Here's the beauty of a game like this that doesn't require it to always function in its intended way. You can set up on a test server like some sort of different type of game where you do find clothing that does have attributes and see how it plays out.
Yeah. But I don't think they don't have attributes like built into the game, so there's no way to really even test that on a server.
But there has to be numbers represented by the character in the characters themselves, like their number values. There has to.
Yeah, I mean,
it is a computer game. Or,
I think you would break the game so much.
I don't think so. I think if you gave somebody like +2 speed, so what?
But then you have to worry about whether or not that's stackable. You have
you can't wear 2 pairs of pants.
But what if you got +2 on your jacket,
Okay,
+2 on your shirt?
That's
you
what
know,
I'm saying.
and then
Pants
at
would
that
be
point
speed
you got
only.
like +16 speed. That's some bullshit.
Hold on. Pants give you speed. Shirts give you like an armor value. And then like I don't know what else is there. There's gloves. Gloves gives you maybe like better gun handling, like less spread. Hats just keep you warm. I mean, you know,
there's no snow level yet.
There.
They talk about the snow level though.
Do they?
They're talking about the snow map.
Cool.
All right. But that's enough
PUBG. For
PUBG.
the lava map. I feel like this is a Mario game. It's like we need a desert map, a snow level, a lava level, and a forest.
Oh yeah.
It's like
I want to do a lava level though.
No, a lava level would be sweet.
No lava level.
Why
That's
not?
stupid. Just don't do a lava level. Just do like a volcano map.
So a lava level.
There's the volcano, and the volcano erupts at some point. Yeah, I guess so. So yeah, instead of the red zone, the volcano erupts, and like there's geysers like around the island too.
There's all these there's all these volcanoes around the island, right? And they all erupt at the same time. And instead of the blue like circle, like force field, it's lava that just starts flowing inland from all of the the volcanoes, and you have to avoid the lava instead of a blue force field.
I like that.
We got to make our own game.
You know what? Now I think I have. I realized last week that we can't do yesterday at lunch on Friday.
Yeah.
Because we talked about all the news on Thursday night on Maincast.
Right.
By the way, you can watch that Thursdays 8:30 Eastern time on all the networks. But
ABC, CBS, Fox, USA.
But I figured that we couldn't do yesterday at lunch on Friday. So I'm trying to figure out what do I replace for Friday's show during this hour. I'm thinking we fix games.
There we go. We fixed PUBG.
We fix games. No, just any game. We pick a game for the week. We fix it. We make it better.
Awesome. I can't wait to talk about Wolfenstein 2.
Let's fix Wolfenstein this Friday. We'll fix Wolfenstein 2.
Scrap the whole game.
All right, let's get right into some news. First, Melissa Marie Phoenix is in the chat. She's eating chicken soup with tons of crackers.
Winner, chicken soup dinner.
Chicken soup lunch.
Chicken soup lunch. That doesn't rhyme, though.
Winner, chicken soup bunch lunch. I don't know, but she says crackers, not a hard.
Why is she referring
not a hard
to me?
R.
She's referring to me, right?
You weren't even here when she typed this stuff, but she did speak you up. I guess she spoke you up. All right, you guys ready for some news? Let's do it. I don't have a news logo. I just say let's do it. This is the first yesterday at lunch you've been on.
It's time for news.
This is not a work in progress. This is episode 6 here, but it has gotten better. It has gotten better. It has. It's been awesome.
Did you ever finish The Punisher?
No, I have not finished The Punisher on Netflix.
Man, you gotta watch it.
I do have my Punisher hat though. Is it sideways? It's kind of sideways.
That's good.
But that's how I wear my skull, sideways.
In real life too.
All right, first things first. Did you guys think I was about to drop a Nicki Minaj first? Or that's Azalea, that one chick.
Oh, Iggy Azalea?
All right, yeah, Iggy Azalea. Yeah. All right, first up in news here. It's loading. You remember that game, Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time?
I do. We played it.
That was fun, right?
It was fun.
It's coming to Switch.
What a surprise.
Yes. Among some other games, this is the one that stood out to me, but Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. It's a co-op game that tasks up to 4 players with navigating through space in a small spaceship. The game released, I believe, on Xbox One and on PS4, I believe at $20. They're saying it's $16.99, but on Switch it'll be $11.29.
Well, and that's good.
Nice price.
I think the problem with Switch, though, is that, Nintendo has always had this mentality where they try to get multiplayer like in the same room, like co-op.
Yeah.
And back in the day, they were very good at it. 4 ports on an N64, multi-taps and all that stuff, and it worked. But that's before the internet was really a thing. So the problem is now, like, if we're going to play Switch multiplayer, like, you're going to need one, I'm going to need one, right. Nurgle's going to need one. We're all going to have to play together, but on our own separate systems. You can do some stuff with the controllers, but... And I'm
wondering how Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time plays, because it's a game that, even if you play by yourself, the computer can do the other 3 characters, right. But for a Switch play, is this going to be like online co-op that I can do, or do I have to be in the same room with somebody?
That's what I'm worried about.
And if I am in the same room, can I split the Joy-Cons to play this game?
Yeah,
Because you didn't need that much to play the game anyway. It's not like you need the camera stick or anything like that to play this. So,
yeah,
I'm still kind of questioning. But you do need, don't you use separate analog sticks when you're playing? Like one for movement and the others for shooting?
Maybe.
Like you can't just shoot with a button.
This is what I'm saying. Like you have a game that potentially requires $280 worth of controller purchases additionally.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
For an $11.99.
Why are the controllers so much on Switch?
It's $11.99 because they're expecting you to spend $280 in 4 controllers.
So basically, you're telling
Thanks
me another $300.
Basically,
I got my Switch for $300, and now to play a 4-player co-op game, I need another $300.
I think that the way they look at it from a marketing standpoint is if you get 2 controllers, like to the average consumer, they're like, "Wow, what a deal! 2 controllers for $80." But to you and I, we're like, "I'm never playing with one individual controller ever. That's dumb, and it's too small, and I don't like it." So I need both of them so I can hold them both in my hands.
Do they really sell that extra Joy-Con? Like it would be 2 controllers for $80?
It's individual for $50 and then $80 for 2. So you save $20. If you buy them individually, they're $100.
You can get 2 Joy-Cons
for $80.
Like 2 sets, 2 pairs for $80.
Yeah, like a pair left and right.
Yeah, I would probably just still get the Pro controller.
Well, yeah, me too. It's $70 and it's way better.
Man, I haven't bought a second controller for my Switch. It's just too much money.
Well, it's the same price as an Xbox controller, realistically.
It is, but I'm only playing, like right now, I can only think of one multiplayer game that I will use that for, and that's Mario Kart, because I don't like playing multiplayer with the Joy-Con. Now, Mario Odyssey, I don't mind splitting that controller up and playing Odyssey.
Where I think it's harder for you to justify the purchase is that you don't need a Pro controller to enjoy the Switch, realistically.
Right.
And on an Xbox, the only way to play is to have a controller, or on a PlayStation the same way. You have to have one. So when yours breaks or you need a second one, you just instinctively go buy it. On the Switch, the Pro controller is an option. It is not a requirement at all. And so when something is an option, looking at it as a non-necessity at $70 is a lot of money.
But I also have the option on Xbox as well as PlayStation that if I know I'm just I need this quick extra controller just to play this one game and I'm really never going to use an extra controller again, I can go buy a wired one for $30.
Yeah, but you and I both know most people are not buying wired ones because
I would.
Well,
if it was literally one game you want to play, if you just wanted to play some NBA Jam and you know that was the only 2-player game that you're going to ever play, you would quickly go and buy
First of all,
a wired controller.
NBA Jam would have to be on the new consoles, but it isn't. Second,
NBA Jam Championship Edition is on. Well, I mean, it's backwards compatible. You can still play that.
Like digital download, like Xbox Live Marketplace kind of game.
Yeah, it's a not. I'll keep saying games with gold, but I'm saying like it's a backwards compatible.
Okay.
So.
I mean, all right.
Just pick it up for $360 and play that boy.
It's weird. I don't know. I think like options versus necessities are like there is a different mentality involved.
Yeah.
For me, I don't care. I have 2 Pro controllers, and I'll be honest, I literally never use them.
Then you should let me use the Pro controller so I can play some Mario Kart. Like with a full controller. I want to play on the big screen, but every time I play on the big screen at home, Jalen wants to play too. And it was like, oh man, I got to split this up now. I was having such a good time.
Well, just stay up super late, and then you can play without worrying.
And I got to go with split screen. I'm just thinking like I might need another Switch.
Well, that's another thing. How many? We're used to not playing split screen nowadays, right? I mean, we have everything as multiplayer on our own system. So that's another thing. Is that unless a game like Lovers in Dangerous Spacetime, that game is all one screen and everyone just works on the same screen. It's not split into 4 different things like the old Mario Kart days or anything. So I don't know. Like I can't do a split screen game. There's no way.
Yeah.
No way.
I hate trying to play like Rocket League with somebody else. I did buy a co-op bundle that was on Xbox, the store.
Yeah.
I think I bought it yesterday or Sunday. But it was like $14 or maybe even like $13, but it's like this co-op bundle. I can't remember which games I got. We'll probably check it out later on in the show before we get out of here. But some other titles that are now available on Switch include. Ever played the game called Severed?
No.
So this is currently $9.99 on Switch. It's player assumes the role of a warrior named Sasha as she navigates the Aztec-influenced underworld, attempting to find her family. Mixture of gameplay from Fruit Ninja with some old school dungeon crawling like Ultima Underworld, and it has this. You would like this, an absolutely killer soundtrack.
Love killer soundtracks.
I love killer soundtracks,
That's what
right?
makes games sometimes.
Other titles, Oxenfree is available for $5, along with
That was a free game on Xbox last month.
Oxenfree, right?
Yeah, I picked it
I
up.
think I downloaded that.
It's a strange, like, little 8-bit narrative game, and it's supposedly very good. I'm still working on it.
Now I'm surprised that they didn't list a price for this, but it looks like
Probably a $15 game.
Thimbleweed Park is now available on Switch as well.
You know
think
what that is, right?
It's gonna be like $20.
Yeah,
It was 24, I believe.
It was a Kickstarter that basically
Yeah.
mirrored the concept of Maniac Mansion, the old style Maniac Mansion games. And it has like very like Alan Wake's like Twin Peaks vibes to it.
Yeah.
Where it's like a quiet little town up in like the northern part of America, and like there's weird things happening. It's really cool. I loved Alan Wake, by the way. That game was amazing.
Alan Wake is the shit. Yeah,
it was
but I don't think I'm gonna play another game like it just because they say
No,
it's
I mean they're
reminiscent.
entirely separate. This is more like dialogue mystery. Like you have like 3 options on each row, so there's a total of 9 different things you can do. So if you go up to like a gate, you can be like open it, hit it, talk to it, use it.
Yeah, the game in itself is like
the old
what do you call those
LucasArts games? Like
yeah, what do you call those
adventures.
kind of games? The one-click adventure, like
or
the
point and click.
Point and click. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a point and click style. I couldn't remember what you call that game.
Close enough.
I'm just thinking like Myst. That's all I'm thinking.
This was essentially a point and click. Yeah, similar.
Great evolution. Yeah, but those are titles that you can pick up on the Switch now. So I thought I'd mention that because I did love that game, Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. I don't know if it's gonna be a pickup for me, but at $12, maybe.
Well, you already own it. I mean, on Xbox.
Yeah.
And do you really want it not in 4K and like half the system power? I mean, that game deserves 4K.
No, it's not. It's like an animated thing.
What are you
You don't need
talking
that in
about?
4K. I
No,
don't think that.
Dude, that's the only way to play that game is in 4K.
But I don't think it's enhanced. Oh, you're trolling me.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry, just a little bit, a tiny bit.
I don't think it's Xbox One X enhanced, so we'll stay
You
away
sure?
from that. I'm pretty sure. All right, on to continuing with Nintendo. It looks like Nintendo has filed a trademark for very popular Nintendo 64 title, 1080. Remember that guy?
The only thing is why. Like,
because we all want SSX again, and
yes,
Nintendo
but this
said
was not even close to
Nintendo
SSX.
said, "Bam, we're gonna give it to you."
That wasn't never like SSX though.
No,
If anything, this game is more like Steep or Shaun White snowboarding.
it's a snowboarding game.
Yeah, it's a snowboarding game. Like, when's the last time you ever heard anyone go, "God, I need another snowboarding game in my life"?
Well, maybe you might want one because it could be the ramp up for the Winter Olympics. They kick off February 9th, so the whole talk, the scuttlebutt, is scuttlebuttle? Yeah, the scuttlebuttle is that Nintendo may surprise us with a 1080 game for the Switch. But there's also a few other rumors that could go along with this. Let me actually get to this screen so you can kind of see what we're looking at. It was actually found by a Twitter user, Pixelpar, and reported by Go Nintendo. Basically, by finding the trademark, the rumor is that they could be in preparation for the 1080 game releasing on the Switch, or be prepared to release it on a virtual console.
Dude, go back up for a second. I
Okay.
just noticed something. Yeah, go up a little bit more. Look at this. Look at how simplistic this design was back in the day. You know how many people like are always like, I wonder how many players I can play on this game. There's 2 controllers there. They're stacked on top. It's a
Boom.
2-player and most likely cooperative or something, whatever. And then it's like, here's this rumble pack. Like, everything you need is right there.
It still is on cases now.
my
You just
God.
don't see it. You don't look at it.
It's on the back.
Big-
It's
big-
complicated.
Oh, you're mad because it's on the back and not right on the front? Like,
I
look
wanted
at the
to
Call
say-
of Duty
I wanted to
case.
say Call of Duty, World War II, and then a giant picture of 2 controllers just sitting in front of his face.
But see, we're not doing the whole multiplayer thing anymore. Like, we don't care about that. The thing that people care about most is on the front of the case. Look at Call of Duty. It is 4K.
And I applaud them for this, but there's no standard, unfortunately, for this. At least there wasn't, because you'll see things like Xbox single player, Xbox Live multiplayer 2 to 18, Xbox Live co-op multiplayer 2 to 4, and then Xbox co-op multiplayer. So it literally gives you everything. And you're like, oh, good, so I can actually play this on a TV with a friend next to me.
Yeah.
Great. Let's look at, like, NBA 2K. NBA 2K has it as well because it's a fairly new title. Elf apparently is a one-player game.
Hold on, I got more games here. You gotta check this out. It's right. You just barely look at it.
No. I look at it all the time.
Okay, we got. Let's see. We got Assassin's Creed Origins. You check out those two.
All right.
Okay, Assassin's Creed Origins says. Oh shit. Well, it just says Xbox single player. Yeah, it tells you. Bam.
Yeah. Now, like
That's
on
easy.
this one on Marvel, it says 1 to 2 players, which I almost think at this point they should like kind of clarify even further. Look, I get it. I'm not saying I don't understand it. I'm saying for everyone else, because then 2 to 8 network players really should be like 2 to 8 like online or something. It should like instead of network like.
But PlayStation is actually one that tells you, link your systems up. Be on the network.
No, there's no way to even link a PS4 together.
You can't link PS4s?
No, that technology's dead.
I
Do you
think
remember original Xbox using a crossover cable and playing Halo with people?
I remember getting confused because I would use the crossover cable and then try to use it somewhere else. And
Why
why doesn't this cable doesn't work? Because I used that fucking crossover cable. But yeah, maybe they could be better at it. Yeah. Now, the stronger rumor of why Nintendo filed the trademark for the 1080 name could have something to do with the release of the Nintendo 64 Classic later this year.
But if that game's on it, I immediately don't want one.
I immediately don't want one. I mean, why not? You know you're gonna have Super Mario Galaxy there. So
well, you mean N64 Mario 64?
Oh, I mean Mario 64. You're gonna have that there. So the games that you want are gonna be there. Why not have 1080? Something else to do.
Because I don't think 1080 is a game I've ever wanted to say, God, I wish I still had that game in my library.
Oh man, here we go.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not a game that like defines a system. You know what I mean?
Okay, you guys heard it.
Snowboarding game
from Doc Hawkman. 1080 snowboarding is bad. Don't play it.
No, I didn't say that. But I tell you what, I wish we were getting. I want the EA Big Series to come back. I want like all like the SSX games. I want.
Oh, but that's like always that's wanting Street to come back. I want that too.
Right,
I want all
FIFA
that kind
Street,
of shit.
The NFL Street, the NBA Street. I want that stuff to come back. The EA Big Series was great. Because SSX was incredible.
It was a great way.
SSX was the Tony Hawk of snowboarding.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. If Tony Hawk was good.
Oh, so you like 1080 snowboarding, but you don't like Tony Hawk?
No, I don't. I don't actually. You know what? Snowboarding games are a lot easier. I don't like having to do the ramping up. Like if I'm playing a snowboarding game, I just start. I'm ready to go. I could do tricks. I'm going down the hill. It's easy. It's great.
Why don't we
it's
just
fun.
Why don't we just like play like Connect Four?
But
that's an easy game.
Kicking around a skate park in Tony Hawk, that shit was boring.
Getting sick points and combos.
The best skating game, I know it was rollerblading, but the best
ollies.
skating game has to be Jet Set Radio. That's
that was a very good one,
that's
but it
the
was
only thing
also
I'm
very
playing.
different.
But you're nonstop going. Tony Hawk, you're stopping. I don't like that.
No, you literally never stop in Tony Hawk.
You stop.
You never stop unless you fall.
Stop. I would fall, then you had to get up again, then you had to ramp up again.
Remember the loading screens between when you would fall and have to get back up, and then it would like take you back to the main menu, and then you had to start the game again and wait for it to install on your Xbox, and then it took like 3 years.
That wasn't the shit.
No, of course it did, because you just got off the ground and got on your skateboard and then played the game again. Everything you're saying is entirely incorrect.
So you like Tony Hawk better?
I loved only
you
the
didn't
first
just
three.
get back
Only
on
the
your
first three.
skateboard again. Don't say
Only
that.
The first three.
Don't act like it was the easiest thing to play a Tony Hawk game.
No, but it was incredibly fun. It's like, once you learned how to do it.
How'd you feel about
Ride? Once you learned how to
Ride?
take the ollie into the nollie into a manual, and then did that manual into a 480 twist.
I'm done. I'm not even going through that.
I don't know anything about skating, but I learned something from that game.
You totally sounded like you did.
I totally did.
Fuzzy Feline 1 is in Mixer, says hello. Hello, Fuzzy Feline.
Hello.
She's the first one. Is Feline he or she?
Well, a feline is essentially a cat.
Okay.
In general.
I just think
know
anything...
that you think female or whatever, but like feline is just a cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're the first one. Okay. But they say BMX, no skating.
BMX Triple X, Dave Mira.
You know all these games that I'm going to assume you feel that's bad as well?
No, the Dave Mira series was fun. It was Tony Hawk, but on bikes. I'm serious. It was. It was Tony Hawk, but on bikes.
Okay.
And then they came with Dave Mirra's BMX Triple X, which had like nudity in it. Because
I don't think
why
I
not?
played. I don't think I played any BMX games.
But you definitely missed out on Triple X.
Like Trials was probably the only
That
thing I
game was
played.
for mature audiences only.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to ride that bike and see.
So
some
it's called
topless
Dave
girls.
Mirra Triple what?
I think it was just Dave Mirra's BMX Triple X.
Is that really a game?
That's
He
a
named
real
the game
game.
Triple X?
Yeah.
Like XXX.
Yeah, absolutely.
They probably just couldn't go with XXX.
Oh, and Vin Diesel makes an appearance.
Vin Diesel?
Yeah, because it's Triple X.
Okay, what system is this on? I'm gonna. I need.
PS2.
Are you serious?
Vin Diesel does not show up, but he had a movie called Triple X.
Okay, I know he had
All
the
right.
movie. Okay, I'm gonna have to. You said it's on
PS2.
PS2.
It's a black case.
Nerd girl, find this game for me on PS2. Dave
Mirra's BMX Triple X.
Oh, we are so playing this. Nerd girl says she have it. We are playing this. I'm excited.
I have it on Xbox and on PS2.
Yes.
I love that.
Like
There you
Xbox,
go.
original Xbox.
Yeah.
Is it backwards compatible? Oh, I wonder.
No, doubt it.
I wonder if it's part of the
Too
originals.
many bouncing boobs.
Too many X's.
Most likely. I mean, that's part of it.
Hey, if it has that many X's in a game, though, you probably should make it backwards compatible on
But it
Xbox.
is literally a fantastic BMX game.
Okay,
How is Tony Hawk?
Which one?
Any of them? Well, the first three.
Fine.
Okay.
fine.
There you go.
Just
They're
fine.
not garbage.
Just fine.
Would you play 1080 again? Would you buy an N64 Classic to play 1080?
Why would I? No, I would never buy a N64 Classic for any reason. Because I would just turn on my 64, and I believe I have 1080, so I would just play it.
That makes sense. See, if you already have a 64, then
I
you're
would
ahead
pay
of the game.
1080 for 1080.
You would pay $10.80.
Play mine.
That's true. Why pay 1080 when you can just play for free?
Do I have a game yet?
No. So we got folks in the chat. Fireway. Wait, what is that? I like that name. Fireway Phoenix. Just jumped into YouTube. Says hi. All right, guys. You guys joining us on the tubes. I want you to know, following this episode of Yesterday at Lunch, we will be doing
The internet is a series of tubes.
we will be doing an episode of RNG. RNG is Random Nerd Girl, where we select games from Steam that she has not played or has played for less than an hour. To get up to that hour mark, we need a number. We need a random number between 1 and 293. So you can pop those in the chat too, and we will get to that number at the end of the show. We'll figure out what game Nerd Girl is going to play for the next hour.
Did we get some sort of commentary about the game or anything like that? Or
Oh,
like
there's a
do you
bunch
give
of commentary.
like a here's what I thought an hour after you're playing.
Yeah.
You want to know what Nerd Girl learned yesterday on
Shut up.
RNG?
Shut up.
Space is the jump.
That is not.
Space bar jumps.
That's not what happened.
Space
That
is also
that is totally what
outside of our
happens.
atmosphere.
That's
Okay,
not what happened.
so that's why I mean space bar. She doesn't know how to jump. She plays Psychonauts.
I hit spacebar. I did. I hit it like 3 times, and I did not jump off this stupid pole. So I hit X, and I kept releasing it. I'm like, something's going on here. He's like, did you try spacebar? I'm like, I did. So I did it, and
And it worked.
We have one number already from, let's see, Fuzzy Feline 1 and Mixer puts 292. So we'll pop that into our random generator. We need more numbers, people. Fireway Phoenix says, I am furry in Atlanta, Georgia.
I
Who's
have
furry?
3 pens.
Who's furry? I don't know. They say I am furry in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know who's furry.
I am furry.
Do we know furry from
I am
somewhere?
furry.
I am furry.
I
no.
stake my claim
I
on
am
this
furry.
land. For I am furry from Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, yeah, we need random numbers
Thank you.
1 through 293. Jot down.
Okay,
we
we have
got
a
292. 292 is the first number. All right.
Snidey dose.
You guys know I love Assassin's Creed Origins. I finished the game. I am going back through it just to do some side missions. There's still some areas I have not unlocked, but they are making the game even bigger.
Oh, damn.
Oh, snap. So apparently through talks of what the first DLC in the season pass is going to be, it actually adds an increase to the level cap. So you'll be jumping from level 40 to 45. That's going to be fun because I feel OP already. So this is going to make me even It's gonna make me OOP, double OP. It's gonna make me double OP.
You will actually be double OP.
I will actually be double OP. But in this next add-on, Bayek will battle the Romans. And the story arc will actually take place somewhere new. So they haven't really said like where it will be at, but the whole idea is that this will be a whole new territory to an already humongous map, with things I still haven't explored yet. This new DLC will be called The Hidden Ones. So you could probably find out more about that later this month, because they have not given an exact date on when it released, but I believe talks back in October was that it will release sometime before February of 2018. So that kind of leaves us with maybe a few more weeks to see that. Are you going to play some Assassin's Creed, Doc?
No.
You should just try it.
No, it's not even about that. It's not. I mean, look, I don't. Everyone here knows how much I love Assassin's Creed. FYI, I don't. The thing is, I still have a backlog of games from March of last year that I'm still playing. And realistically, they're games that I really want to play.
You say you have a backlog from March of last year?
Yes.
Or that dates back to March?
Dates back to March of last year.
Including games from March to December?
Yes. So
now, why isn't Assassin's Creed on that list?
Why is it? Because I don't own it already. I'm talking about games that I physically own already.
Here. It's Assassin's Creed.
I think it's worth like $25 in trade. Maybe I'll do that.
What are you doing? I was about to trade in LEM's copy of Ratchet and Clank in Uncharted 4. I'm like, he's never gonna play these again. I'm done with them. Might as well.
It's not that I'm waiting for that moment where I have nothing to play. I really am. Like, I just finished a game the other day. We can talk about whatever you want later, but like I finished like 1 or 2 games in the last week. But I'm still like, I still gotta, and I hate saying this because it makes me just feel like I don't even like the game, but I want to finish Persona. Like, it is a game that is still on my list, but I'm on my 3rd playthrough of Nier, and it's getting better.
So it's Nier and Persona to stop you from playing
Those
the
are
greatest Assassin's Creed game ever made.
Horizon Zero Dawn is the other one. These are all games that came out in March of last year.
I thought you finished Horizon Zero Dawn.
No, I own it. I literally put an hour into it, and I haven't touched it since.
You were talking about it was so great.
It is great. You
played it for less than an hour?
Well, it's my favorite game. It's my favorite game of 2017.
It's up there with Madden. It's up there with Madden then?
Yeah, it was between that and Madden, and I picked Horizon after an hour of
Hey
play.
guys, am I wrong for calling Madden NFL 18 my game of the year? I thought it was a tremendous game. Listen to that nerd girl in the other room just hollering. Get into the chat.
I don't know if anybody actually heard that.
You don't have to open that one. To the chat room. We need some more numbers. Looks like Fireway Phoenix is Furry Suit on Twitch, I believe. So that's them on YouTube. Let's see. Fuzzy Feline 1 says, is this live? 00 Gangsta. This is live. This is live in 00 Effect. We are live right now. So you could, I think because I'm talking to you in the chat, you could have figured that. But you asked the question, are you in the, I don't know what this is. I think it was a typo, then corrected right after it. It says, you in the Aussie USA.
Yeah, we're in Australia's USA.
It's like the backwards world.
Well,
it's ASU USA.
Coming up in news, we're going to talk about how Australia was lifted out of the ocean and planted in the middle of the United States, and we've become the Aussie USA.
That all happened.
That's one of the news stories this month.
Aussie USA.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Who gave us the first number? Who gave us 292? That came from Fuzzy Feline. Fuzzy Feline's throwing some more numbers out. We might as well just put them down. 111, 112, 113.
Sure.
I like it. We'll throw it in the hopper. See what happens. Fireway Phoenix says I can send you one link to show you guys one thing funny.
Sure. Is it export.com? Might as well.
We get links all the time. Sure. Hit us with it. We'll see if we do what we do with it. All right. Assassin's Creed getting bigger. I'm excited. Let's do some more Assassin's Creed. You should play it.
Yeah, I know. And maybe one day I will. I'm just waiting for the moment where I don't have like 17 games that I want to actually play.
I really think if you started,
I did make myself a promise.
Make me a promise. Don't make yourself promises. You never keep them.
I only deal with me. All right, no. All right, so one thing that I did the other day was I decided to. Well, I don't want to take away from your news segment, but
no.
Okay. So the other day, like I finished a game that was on like all these Game of the Year lists. You know, it's like, all right, I'll check it out. And it's got like probably 8 playthroughs in terms of like you can essentially go from start to finish like 8 times. Not like in the sense that Nier does it, but it's a visual narrative novel, but with a sports mechanic to it. It's really weird. It's a game called Pyre.
Pyre. Yeah.
Pyre is great. This like the actual like sports mechanic that they have in the game, where like there's a pillar of fire for your team and a pillar for the other team. You have to grab this orb, and you basically have to avoid people. It's like basketball.
It's not a pillar of fire. It's a pyre of fire.
Pyre of fire. Pyre of fire.
Yeah, I jumped into it earlier.
Did you play a little bit of it?
I think I played it in like September. It was
really.
I just jumped. It wasn't.
Well, there's a lot of narrative to the game.
At the same time, I think I was playing Hellblade, so it wasn't. Okay. Yeah, it was like
I didn't even know you played it, but yeah, I went through and I finished the storyline. But what I liked about it was that you're starting to know these characters and you start to pick the ones you like. They're your main core team. So it's like, all right, I always want these 3 guys in my team. And then like you get to the end of the game, like for the first playthrough, and it's like, okay, great. Well, like the ones that you've played with obviously the most are your best ones. Like the only ones that can escape and to go back to this real world or this real life is the ones that you leveled up. So the ones that were good on your team, you have to choose one to get rid of.
Yeah, to get rid of one. Yeah.
What?
I
was like, what?
It's heartbreaking.
In a way, it's heartbreaking, but I was like, wait a minute, my team's gonna suck now. Like that's what I was concerned about.
So, wait, what's going on in the chat here? Someone says so. Fuzzy Feline says so. You try to be funny, you trying to be stupid or smart. I'm not sure what, but if it was anything that Doc Hawkman said, and yes, he was trying to be both.
I was trying to be all 3.
He was trying to be all of that. Funny, stupid, and smart. But Fuzzy Feline says, see ya. So see ya if you're out. And Fireaway Phoenix says, please see guys. I don't know.
Please
see guys.
See guys.
I guess I'll go see some guys.
You know what's really cool? See a guy right there.
I see a guy there.
Oh, we did it.
We did it.
Mission accomplished.
Done. We saw guys.
So.
All right, let's wrap up some news. Oh, you had some more?
Yeah, no, anyway, but the whole thing was that I know I can go through the game like 7 or 8 more times, but I'm not getting the same feeling that maybe like some of these other people that decided to put it on their game of the year list, right? I'm not getting that like, oh my god, I've got to keep going, because the game, while it gets shorter and more like streamlined to finish it each time instead of the long drawn out first section of it, I don't feel the need to keep going. And so you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to keep going. I'm just like, I got what I needed out of it. I'm going to move on.
Yeah, it's a little repetitive.
Another game, Night in the Woods.
Yeah, it's not the game for me. It was repetitive and it didn't offer any additional excitement.
I think if we were to play the versus mode, the sports like versus mode,
maybe
fun is balls. I love it. It's really good.
Fuck or balls.
Yeah, sure. I just try to keep it PG.
Whichever level of fun you want.
Not after 11 p.m. So we have to make sure the FCC doesn't get us.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's wrap up some news. One thing that caught my eye here. Now, I want to actually show this. It's a quick video. This is a couple things, and tomorrow we'll have a few more things that were shown off at CES. Before we get out of here, there are a couple other things, but this one was really cool. Apparently, there's a projector by a company called MiraVis that allows you to see 2 different screens at the same time from 2 different perspectives, though. There's some odds and ends that kind of worry me, though. One thing is that you do need 2 projectors. They're still developing a list of compatible third-party projectors. They have a few that they recommend and even offer one that they will sell to you in a package. But basically, it's the screen that offers this up. So there's something in the screen that almost acts like a bicycle reflector or a traffic light. Depending on the angle that the light is coming from, it will show a particular image, but not show the image of light being reflected to it at the opposite angle. So it ends up being, yeah, I guess we can't get that link. If you want to, you can tweet it to us, Fireaway Phoenix. If you want to tweet us a link, you could tweet One Life to Play. But this particular projector screen allows you to see these 2 projectors and sit on left or right side. So either you can have a game going on one side and a movie going on the other, or 2 movies. But the whole idea is for the gamer side that you can end up playing a split screen game with 2 full screens, though. Obviously, you will still need 2 separate sources, so I don't know if it's really a split screen game. It's just offering a way to play a co-op game off of 2 screens, but using 1 display. So check a look out the video. Check a look out. Check a look out. I'm going to say that.
Check it out.
All right, let's see here.
people see different images from the same display. So depending on where you sit in the room, you'll see a different image.
I don't have the video
from
up.
one of the projectors in the room. Now the projector screen works only with 2 different projectors. The company says they can do many more, but right now they have it showing with 2 different ones. So on the right side, you have
Doesn't
an
that
image
look
of
cool?
Toy Story playing. And then as you rotate from the right to the left, you'll see it change into
It's
a
hard to
nature
show,
video.
I admit.
Now,
It's
MiraVis
probably
isn't
hard to
doing
show
anything,
on video,
special with
but
the
what you're
projectors.
seeing
They
is
say that
2
these are
different
off-the-shelf
projectors
projectors.
aimed
They
at
have some
one
of,
projector
some
screen.
changes to the
From
optics
the
of the
left
projectors,
side,
nothing
you saw a
major. They're
nature
off-the-shelf
video, and from the
projectors.
right side, you
Hardware that
saw a
anybody can
movie,
buy.
Toy
It's the
Story.
multiple layers in the
But
projector
the
screen that are
idea,
able to
the
handle 2 different
technology
projecting
though
images on
in
top
that
of one
screen
another.
is
It's
what's
kind of hard to
amazing. Now
capture
the
on
screen is
video,
supposedly
but,
going to
as a
retail
viewer,
for
if you
only
stand directly
$500
behind one of the
bucks,
projectors, you'll get a crisp,
in a
bright
54-inch
image. And
size.
as you rotate, it'll
So
kind
I
of
think that's
degrade in
what's
quality and degrade in
even
brightness.
more special is that the price is pretty much affordable when you think about a display of itself, you know. And I'm pretty sure that can still display and project. You could project head on to it, so you can still use it in a single use aspect. But the ability to shine 2 different video sources on it and then be able to see that, from those different angles, it's kind of revolutionary to say, yeah, I can sit with my son, he can watch YouTube, and I can still sit and play a game if you have this sort of setup. The setup that they offer, you can get 2 projectors along with the screen for $2,000, or the screen by itself for $500, or they have a gaming package that you can get the screen, 2 projectors, 2 surround systems with gaming chairs for $3,000. So it's just pretty remarkable. These are kind of things that are showing up on or at CES 2018. Let's see. I don't know if the user tweeted it to us. I gotta pull Twitter up. We might have a tweet coming in. Last thing that came up in the news. What do you think about that projector screen? Is it something you're gonna get? You looking for it? You're like, no, I'm not getting that.
No, of course I'm not getting that. I've always been one of these people that doesn't really buy into emerging technologies. I wait for them to become established. Like, I want to know that what I'm making an investment in is going to continue to be supported. And something like that, like if it for some reason doesn't take off, then there's no reason for me to own it.
But it's not that it won't take off. It's just video.
I know, but what if it doesn't do well? Like, what if it becomes unsupported? I don't know. Dude, it's also like a few grand, realistically, like for an optimal setup. Like, who's going to go bare bones on this thing? No one.
Maybe not.
Not going bare bones. You got to go all out.
You got to get that $3,000 setup.
You got to go big, or you got to GTFO.
Oh, that's the game now.
Go big or GTFO?
Go big or GTFO.
There's an actual game called GTFO.
GTFO. We talked about it last week.
Like
but what if the DLC was Go Big?
Oh, man.
I like that.
I like it. Fixing games around, too.
Speaking of games that we talked about over the past couple of weeks, I saw some more news about the game A Way Out.
Yeah.
Do you know the catch in that game? The true aspect of what makes that game special?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's the fact that you're playing 2 people at separate points in the story. Like, they don't have to be in the same area.
But here's the kicker, though.
Something? Okay.
No. Did you know you could buy 1 copy of the game?
Yeah.
And then invite your friend to play, and they don't need to own the copy of the game?
Really?
Yeah.
So it's got like DS download play?
I don't even know how it fucking works, but I guess this is an Xbox only.
It's Xbox Magic.
It's got to be Xbox Magic, but the whole thing is you're supposed to be able to buy just 1 copy of the game, and I can invite you, and not just a session, not just now. You could play through the entire game all at one time, or save the game and invite another friend, or invite the same friend, but you could play through the entire game with just 1 copy of the game.
While that seems cool, I feel like it's a bad business decision.
Probably, yeah. But somebody still has to own the copy and initiate the invite. It's not like when you don't own a copy, you can invite me to the game. But I guess you're going to send me a message like, bro, I feel like playing a Way Out.
Yeah.
Load it up for me and then leave. I don't know what would happen if you left.
I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know. I'm interested in getting a hold of that game just to see how that works.
It does look fun. I do want to play it.
The developer guy, he seems so friendly. I'm thinking about just sending him an email. And I'm like, let One Life to Play try this out. It's literally One Life to Play, right? It's 1 game to play.
One Life to Play, no way out.
Oh, geez. Okay, we're gonna tweet that to him. We're gonna need a copy of this game. I want to try that out just to see how that shit works. Last news story before we get out of here and start. Random Nerd Girl If you want to participate in a random nerd girl, you can do that only by sending us a random number 1 through 293.
We currently have 292, 111, 112, and 113. If you don't like any of those numbers, pick a new one.
Pick a different number, yes. All right, last piece of news. It looks like NVIDIA has banned the use of its consumer video cards in data centers. So basically what they're saying is the consumer video graphics card, normally or mostly known as the GeForce series of NVIDIA's graphics cards, they're not allowing that to be used in data centers that use the graphics card's power for processing of calculations or huge maybe scientific or medical research, things like that. But this is also in data centers that just house data. So I guess these kind of cards are being used by like financial institutions, insurance companies, places like that to kind of lean on the power of the GeForce and Titan series in their computing efforts. NVIDIA comes along and says and alters the terms of service and say that this cannot be used for that purpose or should not be used for that purpose. So there's a lot of things about why this is happening. Melissa Marie Phoenix puts a number in 79 and 81. Doc, 79, 81. Add that to the list.
Got it.
So a couple things that go along with this include the fact that they're not really. Well, let me back up here first off. Let's talk about what processors or video cards that NVIDIA does make that they say are aimed at the data centers. The GeForce graphics cards can cost you on a high end of about $700. But there's an NVIDIA card called the Tesla V100. And it's an enterprise processor video graphics card that apparently starts at about $10,000. So I can understand why if you were putting together a data center and you put your computing budget together and said, we need the power of these graphics cards, but I don't want to spend $10,000 because one, you may not need all of that power. You may be able to get by with the power of the GeForce or Titan graphics card and only want to spend, a tenth of that cost. When it comes down to it though, it seems a lot of people end up using these kind of cards, including universities who work on like I said, medical research or just research projects in general. What they're saying though is that the graphics card itself, the GeForce graphics card, isn't built to withstand the heat or processing burden of a data center. Even though they may work for your specific need, they can't withstand that burden. And therefore, I'm thinking, my thought would be maybe they were getting a lot of returns or warranty claims on these graphics cards when they were used for that purpose. And it drove them to alter their TOS for that.
How in the world do you go from 700 to 10,000 in terms of heat dissipation? I don't get it. It's like,
I mean, if you really need heat dissipation, it might cost a pretty penny. It'll cost you a pretty penny to get that. I mean, that's what you're asking for.
This one is encased in dry ice forever.
Yeah.
But it still functions, and it requires a special box.
Maybe it's got hydro cooling built in and all that. I don't know.
An HVAC guy to come out and make sure everything's up
to code. An HVAC guy for your video card.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I kind of hate articles like this because they give you like a general idea, but they're meant to like confuse the average reader. Like I'm even looking at this, and I feel like I should kind of know something about it, and I'm still like.
Well, I think this article was written.
Give me the details that explain this instead of making me what was your first impression when you read this?
Well, I knew exactly why this was written, and this is the caveat that they put into the TOS to make this change. They say it can't be used for data centers, but it can still be used for data mining of cryptocurrencies.
Okay.
So this was why it was put in. So actually, last week, I would say about a week ago. There was an article that came out about Steam's hardware survey, and it showed that AMD was losing market share amongst its users when it came to the graphics card and the processor itself amongst Steam users. More people were leaning towards NVIDIA and GeForce. So AMD, even though AMD is the one that's known as the processor to get for data mining of cryptocurrency, that's what it's known for. I think this article is really that push, or even them altering the TOS to be sure that this got into the news would be the best way to have done it. But I think this was a drive to say, no, you should get an NVIDIA card for your cryptocurrency.
Sure.
Because they're still allowing that. And the talk is, okay, if they're still pushing data centers to pull away from GeForce and Titan cards, go for this Vesla card, spend the money, they feel there's a huge effort that's available to them to say, okay, we're going to push these people that we know got the money or should have the money to go buy a higher graphics card. But when it comes to cryptocurrency, because it's still, kind of new, kind of in its birth, they don't really want to push those people out. They would rather get that money where they can. And they can get that money by people building these computers for cryptocurrency, put an NVIDIA card in there, then they'll go ahead and happily take that money until you get to a point where, like it's solid. Like cryptocurrency is the thing. These laws and regulations are in effect. And now we can make a graphics card, totally committed to what you're trying to do. And it may not even cost as much as your GeForce card.
I really want to hear, I want to hear more about it. I want to know more about it because it just seems very odd to me that it's like there's such a huge jump. And it almost just feels like a way to say, well, you're an enterprise, so we know you have the money. So you should be able to afford a $10,000 card that's, optimized to do blah, blah, blah or whatever. But because of some weird rule that we just created, you're no longer allowed to use consumer-based ones.
Yeah.
That seems strange. You know what I mean? That's that would be like if, for example, these webcams were for personal use. But, because we're doing something on the internet and we have more public exposure, they're like, well, you're not allowed to use this consumer cam. But, you have to get our special one for Twitch streamers, blah, 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 or whatever.
Yeah.
That seems like, in a small scale, that seems to me that's kind of what it sounds like.
XSplit does the same thing. XSplit says if you're using it for commercial use, you can't use this single person license.
Well, yeah, of course they do that. I mean, a lot of places do, but I just...
So why can't you use it why can't you do the same thing for hardware?
Well, because this is how many years has NVIDIA been making video cards, and all of a sudden, just now they decided to do that? There has to be a reason for this. There's got to be an opportunity for increased revenue, something like that. You don't just make a claim that you can't go hey, our general product that accomplishes whatever you need it to no longer can be used in your in your enterprise data center.
Yeah, I think it is a revenue push. It is a revenue push.
But at the same time, they're destroying AMD.
And
it's been for years.
They already are destroying them, but it's also a way to solidify their game in cryptocurrency.
I know what it is. They're making up for the NVIDIA shield because that was such a disaster.
You just don't like anything new. That's what it is.
I don't. That's why I don't like babies. They're
all
too
right.
new.
Let's see. We're going to go with the randomizer. We're going to put those numbers in. If you guys have any more numbers to add to RNG, let's get them in now. I'm pulling up the generator down. Fireway Phoenix, if you still have something to say. You have a link to send us. Just send it to us in Twitter. Yeah. Need that in Twitter. No, that's not what I want. I want to pick from a series of numbers. Let's see. Number picker. Oh. Okay, just a reminder, you could check out Outer Haven OH on Facebook for more information on our newest, first, and latest tournament. Newest and latest is the same thing.
What was it again?
Outer Haven OH on Facebook.
IO.
Oh, jeez. There we go again. Did you do that last time? You do the same one? Oh, okay. I'm like, who keeps doing it? Somebody keeps doing it. Outer Haven OH on Facebook. They are the official tournament organizers of One Life to Play. Our first tournament is coming up April 28th. Tickets go on sale today. Early bird registration. You can get registered for $10. At Ground Zero, we'll be featuring 4 games: Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Tekken 7, along with Injustice 2, and the latest Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Z.
Fighter Z.
Fighter Z.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Nobody has been able to determine the correct pronunciation yet. 4
fighter games, ready to go. What is this? I don't want this. I want some numbers. Get random. No, I just want a picker.
Picker.
Do you have a number picker? I thought I Googled it before. Number picker. Nope, that's not it either.
What? Yeah.
I know you're ready for a number, right? You ready for a number?
Yes. Jeez.
Your number is 15.
Those are from Missy. I know they're from Missy.
Are they?
You know her numbers?
Is that your birthdays?
That's her year and my year.
Yeah, I was about to say. That makes sense.
I know they're from her.
We're both from 81.
Which one did I use
Both
last
81.
time?
I don't know.
81.
Just put random number generator.
That's what I did, and I'm not getting the same one.
From list?
Yeah, it's just actually giving, not from list. Number picker from list.
Well, you're using Bing.
I can use Bing.
No, you can't. Did you ever play Psycho
There it
Pass?
is. This is the one I got. I'm going to bookmark this. Okay, give
No.
me those numbers again. 292.
292.
I
111.
did play a little bit. 112, 113,
79, 81.
81.
All
I
right, did
played
we
a
get
little
any more numbers? No more numbers. All right, let's go.
56.
79.
He looks at
79.
you like you have the sheet. He took the
I have
sheets
the
away
list.
from me,
I
Yeah.
have the list.
so I can't
Dun, dun, dun,
pay my
dun.
sister to pick the numbers I want.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Oh shit.
All right. We're going to get out of here for yesterday at lunch. We appreciate you guys joining us. Coming up, stay tuned. We were hosted on this channel that you're currently watching, so you can probably only see that on Twitch, but go check out Nerd Girl's channel on Twitch if you want to chat with her as she's playing this.
Or Smashcast.
Or Smashcast. Yeah, find Nerd Girl on all those channels. Mixer, Smashcast, even on Steam. Are you streaming on Steam too? So Nerd Girl is N3RDG1RL. All right, you check out RNG Random Nerd Girl. The number that was picked was 79. So the game that she will be playing. Do I have a drum roll?
Ready?
Dinocide.
Huh?
I don't know what the fuck that is, but that's why it's going to be fun. Dinocide. You have to find it, load it up. Give us a bit. We're going to get this all straightened out and ready to go. And I'm excited to see what this game is, but I'm looking at the clock like I actually have to go pretty soon. So I'm going to watch it as she's playing it too.
That's the reason I can't play Assassin's Creed. I'm
Oh,
playing
what?
Dinocide.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Then you should stop playing Dinocide and play Assassin's Creed. It's way better. It's in Egypt.
How do you know?
It's in Egypt.
But there were dinosaurs in Egypt.
I don't know that for sure.
I know that for sure.
I don't believe you.
They found bones. That's all that really matters.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for Yesterday at Lunch. You can catch Yesterday at Lunch Monday through Thursday right here on your favorite streaming network, Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, or Smashcast. Just search for One Life to Play. If you watch this on the replay, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Until next time, I'm Braz for Doc Hawkins.
You're Braz Solo.
For Doc Hawkman, I'm Brass Solo, and I say, game on.
Game on.
Later, guys. It is so cute. The game,
Oh my god.
it's super cute. Mike's still up. Wait,
Yeah, I get it.
you lied.